All right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of NFT Talk. Today is going to be something different. Just going to focus on one project and one project alone for the most part. And just keep in mind, take everything with a grain of salt because I'm only looking at this project because of what I've seen on social media and from my perspective of one of the best art pieces, art collections on OpenSea, Solana, Cardano, like any NFT platform. This is one of the coolest art forms because me personally, I like pop art. I like a lot of like neon sort of colors and whatnot combinations. And I don't own Doodles, but this is the project that I'm going to be talking about, and I'm a huge fan of it because again of the artwork itself. Now, a question that really comes up is okay, from this right now, again, today is November 20th, 2021, about to be 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, right? In the last 7 days, Doodles has been in the top five position in terms of the most volume, right? However, if we go to the all time, right? Doing this in real time. I'm not rapping here. But anyways, Doodle. I guess I have to find it the hard way. All right. Anyways, it's definitely a top 100 project. Right now, it's 37 in terms of volume, approaching 23.5 million. Oh my God, 23.5 thousand ETH in volume. Right. The current floor price is 3.04 ETH. There are a collection of 10,000 items, and there are about 5.1 thousand owners. Right. So that's a pretty good, well, quote unquote, from what I've read, a good distribution. Right. Anyways, again, I'm looking at this project because I like the artwork. So let's kind of dive deep into it. Again, we kind of went through the floor price, how much volume has been traded, how many items there are. Now, what makes this project a top 100 project? Because you can honestly go to any of these projects at random, and they can have a huge Twitter following, a huge Discord following, a huge social media following, and does that constitute a good NFT project? They like literally, I can go to a. I'm doing this at random. I'm doing this at random right now. Um, all time. I don't know. As a matter of fact, let's go to top 7 days. Right. That means last 7 days, meaning that maybe there's some new projects that are getting a lot of hype for some odd reason. Okay, Thor guards. Let's look at some artwork that's not cool, not legitimate per se, but is putting in some volume in the last 7 days, right? I'm doing this completely random. All right, let's go to Shiboshis. All right, this is kind of funny. Number 84 in the last 7 days in terms of volume, 290 ETH in the last 7 days. Let's click on that, and it's been verified too. Let's click on it. Right, this is completely random, by the way, and I want to see why it's such a high price. Why it's getting a lot of attention right now? The floor price is 1.1. How much was it minted for? I don't know, but let's see. Let's kind of see the social media content and all that type of stuff behind it, right? So this is the artwork, pixelated Shiboshis. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go to Twitter. And it has 15.2 thousand followers. That's pretty good, right? Okay, developer, I don't know. There's no link to the Discord. Is there no Discord chat? There has to be. Is there a website for this? There has to be. I don't know. Usually, most of the projects on Twitter show their OpenSea, the IO page, their Twitter, their Discord. But let's do a little bit more diving. Maybe this is not the direct link. Let's copy and paste. That's a developer. Let's go Shibo. She's NFT. I don't think I spelled that right. Is this it maybe? Okay. That's not it. Okay, this has to be it. Shiboshi's a collection of 10,000 exclusive Shiba Inu generated non-fungible tokens. All right. I mean, it looks pretty nice, the website, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Nice one, website, marketplace, gallery. Let's go. Okay, again, we found the Twitter. Please tell me it's not the same Twitter as before. And there's no Discord, surprisingly. Wow. Okay. Let's go to Twitter. Oh wow, it's actually linking back to the actual Sheeb token Twitter page, which has 2 million followers. So I guess I don't know who made this project, the actual person, but maybe they're just using the hype of the Shibu token to make the NFT and make some sales. I don't know, right? You can join the club and gain access with their Shiboshi. Okay, what does that mean exactly? I'm trying to see. Okay, I just clicked that and then look at how many members are in this community. I don't know if this exact community correlates with the exact token, but let's just accept the invite. I kind of just went into a really convoluted state of mind because I was going to talk about Doodles, but I just want to show and explain why or how these projects are so popular. Like this, having a lot of Twitter followers and the Discord followers mean that you're going to have success. Maybe short term if you flip them, but long term, I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't know. Okay, this has a lot of followers, and this has to be something else. Let's see if they're talking about the actual Shibu Inu coin or the actual NFTs. Let's see. Do some diving. Uh, Shibu swap rarities. As a matter of fact, maybe. Wow. Okay. Maybe. As a matter of fact, this might be it. There's a lot of attention going on. I really don't know. But point is, okay, just because you have a lot of followers on any social media platform, does that make this project really good? Maybe I underestimated this project because I know nothing about it, right? But again, if you go on any sort of, you know, NFT project, most of the time, not most of the time because there's literally thousands of them, but a lot of the times you're going to have a lot of followers on Discord and Twitter. And okay, does that really mean that it's going to be a successful project? Does it mean that you're going to get gains in the long term? Maybe a short flip, a quick flip, maybe yes. But for the long term, who knows? And I think a lot of people, including myself, thought about that in the very beginning, like this, because you have a lot of followers, that this is the real deal. And I don't think there's loyalty behind NFT projects. I think a lot of people, Gary Vee said it best, that people are like, oh, it's about the community, it's about this and that. But in reality, if that NFT isn't doing well, if the floor price isn't going up, then someone's attention is going to go somewhere else and look at different NFTs, right? So let's go shift our attention back to Doodles. Again, the floor price is kind of crazy. And let's see why. Why is this project so good? Okay, let's go to their Twitter page. 77.3 thousand followers on Twitter. That's amazing. That's really good. Let's compare that to Bored Ape Yacht Club. I think it's like, yeah, 280K, about 281K followers, right? This is really good too. In terms of their Discord, let's check their Discord out. They have over 25,000 members, and that's really good. Okay, then now again, does this mean that they are going to be a good project? If you minted this for zero point 0.1 ETH, which was the minting price at the time, right? According to some sources, it was like 0.121 Ethereum. I'll go over this article soon. Oh yeah, so it says right here that the mint price was 0.123 Ethereum, and that's actually pretty expensive too, if you ask me. So again, Discord followers they have, Twitter followers they have. Okay, now if you think long term, is it going to be a good project, or is this a legitimate project? And again, this artwork is dope. Like this is only my perspective, and I think this artwork is dope. I think there's two ways to invest in this. Either number one, or maybe three ways. Number one is just because the artwork, and people sell and buy art, still marketplace like actual physical art. Number two is you're trying to make a quick flip, right? And three, you're trying to look at it in the long term, right? And if you think about things in the long term, I don't think you'll really worry or care about this at all. You won't really micromanage things. But in terms of the artwork, it's really dope, right? So let's explore that in a second. But again, actually, let's give some context here. So this is OpenSea, and these are the highest sells or highest last sell, right? So for example, look at Doodle number 316. Oh wow, I think that's like the original one maybe. There's offers for 7.7 Ethereum. This guy is asking for, what is it? The all-time average price is 50 Ethereum. That's freaking crazy. Not as close as the CryptoPunk, I think. I mean, CryptoPunks, it varies, right? But this one, its last offer or its last sale was 80 Ethereum. This one right here, Doodle number 5,337, 51 ETH. It's like a green alien doodle, purple alien doodle, number 3,954. Last offer, 50 Ethereum. Look how cool these art pieces are. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about the art pieces. But you see, you have large Discord members, a lot of Twitter followers, dope artwork. It looks like they really did their part in cultivating a really unique piece of art. I love doodles, love the colors. My perspective again, right? Okay. And again, on nonfungible.com, we kind of see like the last top sales in the 7 days. 43 Ethereum, 42.6 Ethereum, 40 Ethereum, 25 Ethereum. All of these are in the high, 6-figure, 5-figure ranges. And that's a lot of money. And that's just freaking crazy. That's just crazy. Oh my God. A lot of things are. It's kind of crazy. You can definitely go into FOMO just looking at these projects and new mints and whatnot. But something that I want to dive into is the following: why does this project make a lot of noise? Why is it so popular? Let's look at this article that was presented by Princess on NFT Evening. It was actually written in October 24th, 2021, but updated on November 5th, 2021. And just keep in mind that right now, today is the 20th of November, right? So, Doodles NFT project is on the rise despite market slump. That's the title of the blog article, the article itself. Why is it popular? Because NFT influencers are branding it as a strong blue chip contender in the NFT space. Now, this is very important because there's a lot of people on YouTube. I mean, of course, I'm making content as well, but a lot of popular people on YouTube making content and like about cryptocurrencies and NFTs. And these people, like, they have a large following. They have a really strong community. And when they say something about, oh, this coin's about to pop off, this NFT to pop off, I highly recommend it or look into it. Oftentimes or not, you see a spike in sales, in mints and stuff and like that, right? So I bet these NFT influencers, whoever they were or they are, they probably really drove the price of these doodles up because of um, their fan base and their influence behind everything, right? So again, NFT and influencers can be one sort of variable as to how and why an NFT project can go so up, right? Another thing that's really important is the following. Okay, is the NFT cool or pricey or trendy or valuable because of the art itself, or is there utility behind it? Right now, most of the NFTs I've seen, please let me know if I'm wrong, is that it's all about the artwork. There's no utility, at least not yet. There's no like official roadmap. Not every single NFT project has a roadmap, but maybe they do it for the art. They get a lot of funding, they get a lot of sales. They use that revenue, that profit, and they reinvest it into their project to do cool things, such as merch, airdrops, in-person events, games, etc. Right? And maybe they don't disclose that yet, but once they drive a lot of revenue, they want to have this as a long-lasting business because not like a quick flip. If you think about it, there's a lot of people who have created NFT projects, made tons of money, and then never touched it again. Their Discord, Twitter, no follow-ups, no nothing. However, if they made like 5 figures, 6 figures, they could have reinvested that money to create an actual brand and make a lot of money down the line. But again, these things happen. It depends on someone's ambition. But let's take a look at this. According to the article, again, at its core, I can't even read it now. At its core, Doodles is an art project with no crazy utility inputted to the NFTs. The doodles come in a joyful range of colors, traits, and sizes. As one NFT holder puts it, it features lovely art made of simple lines, right? So at the time, so according to this article, from my perspective, from what I'm seeing right now, there is no real roadmap. And as of press time from this article, the project was at around 47,000 followers on Twitter and 11,000 members on Discord. And remember, as of right now, November 20th, there are 77.3 thousand followers, right? That's a large gain since October or even since that update, right? That's freaking crazy. In terms of members, 25,000 members. That thing doubled That thing doubled, right? So there's definitely a lot of hype. Now going back to the article, this is what it said. The main force that gave the project the momentum it needs is the super team of individuals behind it. The individuals listed as Doodle founders have been in the NFT space for quite some time and have worked on big name projects. So here's the thing: if you're going to invest in a company, you're either going to invest in these products, it's or the team itself, right? And it's really about the team itself that really drives the company, right? They say that it's only a hand full of people in the world, or of people in the groups and their projects and their businesses that really run things, right? And if you believe in them, if you believe in them in a project, then that's all there is to it. That can really constitute a good investment overall, right? And that's my perspective. That's my opinion. And if you have a super team, and I'm going to provide some context here, that goes a very long way, I think, right? So Evan Keast, aka Tulip in the NFT community, has worked with NFT market leader Dapper Labs and OG Collectible CryptoKitties. So that means that this guy right here, who has tons of experience in NFTs, is working on this project. That's really good. That's impressive right there. That's a yes. In addition, the artist and creative power behind the project is a Canadian-based artist, illustrator, designer, animator, and muralist Scott Martin, aka Burnt Toast. All right, so they have a really dope, um, respective illustrator and designer, animator on their team. He has worked with notable companies like WhatsApp, Google, and Snapchat. Wow, that's quite a resume right there. Lastly, completing the list is Jordan Castro, aka Poopy Cats. He's been leading CryptoKitties project at Dapper Labs. So this team literally is a monster team. It's the power team. It's the super team, as they call it. All right. So if you're investing in these guys who know what they're doing, who have experience, then this project, for a fact, probably for a fact that is going to go somewhere because these guys have crazy resumes, right? So such an all-star team is giving the project an extra boost because NFT collectors and enthusiasts believe that they won't tarnish their names for a so-so project, and that's so true. They're putting their reputations on the line. Their names are in the article. They're not anonymous people. You can probably search them up and look at their LinkedIn and whatnot. You can look at their resume, social media. They don't want to tarnish their not egos, but their reputation. Right? You don't want to do that. Now, here's the thing. In the very beginning, no one really knew what the roadmap was and whatnot. But according to this article, there's a title called "What Next" or a subtitle called "What's Next." Now, the team is working towards a DAO, right? This means that every Doodle NFT holder can vote on what will happen next on the project. For example, they would have a say whether the project should create utility tokens, purchase virtual lands, staking, or video games. Whether it is the DAO, you have to garner the interest of the community and secure the necessary votes before pursuing it. So that's another utility of the NFT itself. If they actually do end up making this, right? In addition, holding a doodle allows you to participate in coordinating the doodle's community treasury. This treasury will be seeded with 420 Ethereum after the public sale ends. Holders can vote for experiences, activations, and campaigns that benefit the doodle's project. Now, there's a lot going on with this. And again, with all this money, with all this volume, with all this revenue that they've made, they're probably reinvesting in that business or in this project and making it a lot better. Because again, who knows? Um, they probably get a commission for every resale of a doodle. And again, if there are more sales and they get like a 4% commission, all that stuff adds up, not only to reinvest in their business, but for them to make a profit and whatnot as creators of this project, and that's just crazy. I know I think I kind of deviated from what my point was, but point is like they have an all-star team who has experience. And of course, NFTs are very new, and they already had years of experience doing this, and that's why this project is so popular. And you can see why. So, what makes this project so popular? If we were to summarize things in a nutshell, is number one, dope artwork, like really dope, and that's my perspective only, right? It can be poop for you. I don't know. Number two, large community, both on Discord and Twitter. And number three, which is I think the most important thing, is the team behind it. They have experience. They've done crazy stuff. Look at their resume. So I think that's why people are like, these guys they know what they're doing, and they're going to drive up the value of this NFT for me to make a quick flip or to really enjoy it in the long term or something like that, right? So that's what makes this project really, really valuable, right? And that's really about it. I think those are the three factors as of this moment. Because again, NFTs are so new. Nobody knows at this very moment what's going to happen in the next year or two. Of course, people can have roadmaps, but who knows what this can turn into? Like Gary Vee said, when Yu-Gi-Oh was just a TV show, or when Pokemon was just a TV show, it eventually went into cards. It generated tons of revenue through cards, or maybe it was vice versa. Maybe it was a card game first and then a TV show. But point is, it started somewhere. That's a TV show, then a card game, then it made movies, then it made merch, and then so on and so forth. Right? It's creating IP. This same thing can happen with Doodles. It can be a movie, there can be a YouTube series, it can be a comics, it can be merch. There can be a variety of things that can go on with this project, and it's being driven by people who are very experienced, and that's why, in my opinion, I think this is a top 100 project. Right now, it's top 37 in the world, OpenSea on Ethereum, and the floor price is 3.05. That's a lot of cake right there. But again, I think those are the factors that really constitutes at this very moment in time what makes a project valuable. Who knows, 2 years, 3 years down the line, when all these metaverses are made and utilities are made for these NFTs and whatnot, there will be given more variables and more things to consider as to why or how these products are so valuable. Right now, most of it is the artwork, the short-term utility, the people who are driving it, the community, and we'll get a lot more variables, I think, down the line, because there'll be more things built on top of the blockchain, NFTs, and so on and so forth. So that goes for that, Doodles. I think I'll be doing more of these episodes on different projects. Again, if we go to OpenSea and we go to the top, if we go to stats, rankings, and then we go to, let's see, all time. Let's just confirm that they're number 37 on OpenSea. Yes, 37. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow, another day, we can do the Doge Pound, which is another NFT at rank 38, or Crazy Lines at 42, or maybe even Fluff World at 47. Never heard that one before, but it's doing some serious volume. Anyways, that's my 2 cents in why I think NFTs, and more specifically Doodles, are super valuable right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. This episode will also be on the podcast. If you want to get a better visual, check the YouTube video out. I'll put it on the show notes. And thank you guys for listening. Really do appreciate it. Have a good one.